Steven Cureño, KO Artist Sports. We're here with Jose Rayo Valenzulea. I nailed it. Man, good work today here in San Diego. You put in a lot of work today, man. A lot of work. It was a grueling day. Talk to me about sparring day and how you think it went today.
Yeah, we woke up, had some breakfast, waited a couple hours, then we had some sparring come in. I did 12 rounds of sparring. I felt great. This is my second week in camp, and we're just getting started, and I feel good so far.
Yeah, man. I'll hold the mic. I feel like you've gotten bigger, bro. You filled into your body more. I know, when we met up 2-3 years ago, whatever it was, you were still a lightweight. You look solid, but I feel like now you're kind of getting that man strength. Would you say the same?
Yeah, definitely. I think when I met you, I was probably like 18, 19 years old. I'm 22 now, about to be 23. So, and I've been in the weight room as well. Just trying to get better in every way possible. So I think you can see it.
Is weight, because that's obviously kind of been a controversial thing in boxing, because you want to keep your fluidity, your fast twitch muscles. Yeah. Do you kind of keep that in mind as you're doing the workouts? How do you keep that in a weight routine?
Yeah, definitely. I'm not doing crazy weights. Nothing super heavy, but just enough to get stronger. Just get strength around the body, around the arms, the shoulder. So when I hit, they feel something. Do you feel it?
Do you feel it now when you're in your punches now that you're doing a little more weights? You feel the
a little bit of everything's coming together. A little bit of weights. We got a strength and conditioning coach as well. His name is Chris Denina. He's from Seattle. He'll be getting here tomorrow. So just a little bit of everything, it adds up, and, everything plays a part.
Yeah, man. No, you look phenomenal in there. Last I saw you, last I saw you in person, at least, you were headlining in, was that Fresno or Bakersfield? That's right. I remember it was far away. I believe that got you a deal, right, with PBC. So what's
my last fight?
Or the last fight. So break down the deal for you and how many fights and all that.
I don't know if I'll speak on that, but okay. Yeah, definitely. I signed. Yeah, I got I signed with Al Heyman. I'm very excited. That's always been a dream of mine to be with Al Heyman. He takes well of his fighters. You can just see everybody. Nobody's ever complained about him. Everybody speaks well. Everybody's well paid in the roster. So I'm happy for my future.
Yeah, man, I feel like the future's bright, especially your weight class. A lot of people talking in your weight class. A lot of people, you talk about in your weight class. Obviously, with PBC, Al Heyman, those guys, Mayweather Promotions, there's Tank in there's Rolly, those guys. How far do you think you are from a fight with one of these top guys that PBC and Mayweather Promotions have?
I don't think I'm too far off. I think I got to fight maybe 2-3 fights, I would say, with some names, some well-known fighters, and we have that. We're working on that. It's lined up, but I think after I beat those guys, I should be good to go.
Do you? I obviously can't give away a whole lot, but do you feel like you're right there on the precipice, like you're on the road that you've kind of envisioned?
I won't say his name, but I was throwing a name out at me. He's a great fighter. He's a former champion. He's been in some wars, and so he has a good resume, and I think he would fit under my resume perfectly. To start off my signing with Al Heyman and get the ball rolling.
You guys have a great camp here. Diego Pacheco just joined you guys here with Jose Benavidez and obviously Jose Jr. and David. How has Diego kind of joined the group? Obviously, you guys sparred in the same gyms and stuff like that, but now it's full time. How has he adjusted?
Diego, honestly, I think his fighting style and just his build is a perfect fit for us, for the way we fight, our style, and I think it fits perfectly. I met Diego when he went about 2 years ago to spar David, and kind of when that's the first time I met him. We talked and we all just clicked. Not anybody can get along with just me and David. We're not just friendly with everybody. So, but he's real humble, real nice, and he's hardworking. So he fit right in. And when he's looking for a coach, I told Senior, I was like, man, reach out. Diego, he's a good guy, and I would love for him to be in our camp. And so was David. He was excited. So he's here now, man, and he's working hard. And he stopped somebody today in sparring. So you can already see the progress.
Yeah, for sure, man. His improvement is showing as well. Let's talk about David's fight. Should be fighting Lemieux. We don't have a date yet on that either. Hopefully, I heard you possibly could be on that card, maybe. That's obviously a lot of things are still up in the air. But what do you think about that fight with Lemieux and David?
I think that's a good fight. Lemieux obviously, has a lot of experience. He's fought a lot of fighters, but I think it's David's time now. He's young and he's hungry. He's super motivated, and Lemieux, I think he's still got it. He's not too old, but he's a strong fighter. But I think regardless, the fans are gonna win. It's gonna be a hell of a fight. But I think David comes off victorious and possibly stops him.
Obviously, a name that comes up when talking to you guys in this camp is Canelo because, everyone I speak to, when I ask them who's Canelo's biggest threat, they always say David Benavidez. Yeah. Looking at that fight, how far away do you think it is, and how do you think David does in that fight?
Just off me guessing, I would say a year maybe. Just because I'm sure Canelo's gonna go fight the other guys he's got to fight, Charlo, clear out everybody, and probably, a big fight with David at the end, or I don't know, or maybe sooner, who knows. But I think that's a great fight. It'll be a hell of a war. Got two Mexican fighters in there, and every time you got two Mexican fighters fighting, it's a promise to war, But I think David has a little bit more weaponry. I think he can use his jab, he can use his Philly shell, he can box inside, and he can put body shots in and out, so it's gonna be a hell of a fight. But I think David comes out victorious.
Yeah, I can't wait, man. I can't wait. Hopefully that happens soon. I want to get your take on a couple fights that supposed to be coming, maybe not official just yet, but are close. Valdez versus Stevenson. How does that fight play out?
That's a great fight. I think Shakur might just win him off points. I don't see Shakur stopping him, but I don't know if Oscar Valdez will be able to catch up to Shakur's boxing. He has great boxing skills.
Yeah, both Olympians too, which it'll be nice to see how that plays out.
Oscar Valdez is a Mexican fighter, so you can never count him out. He has a good left hooks. He's with a good team, so it's up for the grabs.
Speaking of Valdez, I just thought about that. Who should have got knockout of the year last year? Valdez versus Burchell or Jake Paul versus Tyrone Woodley?
Tyrone Woodley not even a boxer. They're not boxing. Definitely Oscar.
Yeah, no, I agree with you.
They give it to Jake Paul?
I don't know officially yet. I don't know, but it's it was the look of disapproval. But yeah, I hear you though for sure.
I mean, it's, he's making money, so hats off to him.
Spence versus Ugas. How do you think that plays out?
I think Spence beats him. I think it'll be a good fight, but Spencer just has a lot. He brings a lot in the ring. He walks you down. He puts that pressure on. He has a good jab, and he works the body. So, Spencer's a great fighter, but you can't count Ugas out. He has a heart, and you can tell he's motivated. So, I'm a slightly go with Spence.
Charlo versus Castaño, the rematch. How do you think that one goes?
I think Castaño. I think he won the first time. I think a fighter like that, if you give him a rematch, he'll make the adjustments, and I think he could. Charlo, I don't know what too many adjustments he can make, but you never know. He's hungry, so we'll see what happens.
Bringing back the Canelo thing, the options on the table right now are Charlo or Bivol and Triple G. As a fight fan, which would you like? Which road would you rather see Canelo take?
I would like to see him fight Charlo. Then Bivol. I wouldn't want to see a Triple G. Nah, Triple G. I forgot who he fought last, but I watched him fight. He's on his way down, man. And they already fought twice. We already saw that. I would like to see a new fighter get a shot at Canelo.
As a lightweight, who is the best lightweight not named Rayo Valenzulea in the world right now? Would you say? But rank those guys for me.
I would say Tank. He's been looking good. He moved up to 140. He beat Barrios. Got a good fight with Pitbull. So gotta give respect where it's due, and I think he's earned it. Second, I would say probably Kambosos because he beat Teofimo. He took his belt. He stepped up to the plate. He showed he was brave, and he did that. Then I would say Devin Haney. He beat JoJo. JoJo's a great fighter. He was an Olympian. And then I don't know who else after that.
We got like Ryan, Loma.
Ryan ain't fought in 2 years.
True. It's very true.
And
speaking of that Kambosos fight, what did you think of that? Were you kind of surprised, like mostly like a lot of people, or did you kind of see Kambosos and think maybe he had a shot?
I was mostly surprised of how like airheaded Teofimo came out. You know, he came out real, like, just really, like, thought he was going to hit him with one shot and the fight was going to be over. And, you know, he paid the price. Hats off to Kambosos. You know, he stayed to his game plan. He feinted. He used his jab. You know, he won.
Is that kind of a lesson for you, young in your career, to, you know, I mean, you see the guy undisputed, you know, reach the mountaintop, and then, you know, next fight off was, you know, like you said, maybe kind of big-headed. What is that, like a lesson learned?
Yeah, I wouldn't say a lesson, but I think it's a reminder. You know, it's a reminder to me and everybody in boxing, you know, and the coaches as well, because his dad was putting a lot of pressure on his son, and instead of giving instructions, he was telling him knock him out already, and, you know, or whatever. But that's what they had to go going on. But yeah, as far as that, I think definitely a lesson. You know, take your time and take every fight serious.
Man, I gotta say, man, seeing you kind of develop the way you have, I'm excited for your future. I'm hyped that you're with PBC. Jose, Rayo, tell the fans where they can follow you and see the journey. Hopefully get the announcement soon for a fight.
Yeah, definitely. You guys can follow me at Jose, Rayo Boxing on Instagram, Twitter, Rayo Boxing. And I want to thank everybody who's been showing me love. You know, I've been getting a lot of love lately, so thank you guys from the bottom of my heart.
Definitely. Follow him. Get on the bandwagon now, for sure. Thank you, brother. I appreciate you. Thank you so much.